Thank you, Madam President. Permit me just for a moment to extend holiday greetings to the people of St. Lucia, to my fellow parliamentarians on both sides of the House, to the Office of Parliament, and also to our frontline workers who may not have a Christmas break like some of us, but who will be out there at work fighting for us and fighting to keep all of us safe. Madam President, although my time as a newly appointed senator for 2020 has been very short, and this might just be the last time that we see each other in the House, I must say that I really appreciate the opportunity to share my views and my concerns with some of the resolutions that have been put before us. And I want to, through you, Madam President, show a little more appreciation to what the Leader of Opposition Business has shared, and also to Senator Dr. Oje, who have expressed similar concerns. So I will be very brief. I know this is a time that our people have really been looking forward to. What has happened with COVID-19 has really shifted our focus, and it has taken us to a place where we have had to reassess how we live, how we spend, to take a little more time to appreciate those who ordinarily we would have been able to see at any time that we wanted. And even if you recall at the beginning of the shutdown, some of us, we were not able to see our loved ones, we were not able to see our friends, we had to socially distance ourselves from them. And in this season, some persons who would have seen each other for the first time for the year, families are not able to travel because of what has been presented, what we are facing. So on the resolution before us, this value added tax, this VAT exemption on some items, while I believe that some of these items are well intentioned in terms of exemptions from VAT, I just want to share a few concerns on some of the items. For our children, I certainly understand how toys may bring some cheer to them. Some of them, and I've had the pleasure of being very close to a lot of children in the time I've been on earth, some of them will really look forward to that. It will put a smile on their faces because they have not been able to see their friends, they cannot play, that sort of thing. The care packages that elected parliamentarians will have the benefit of getting VAT exemption for onward distribution to those children, the vulnerable and needy persons. I think this is a good initiative, and I just want to highlight, because of course persons are still suffering, they're still very hungry. I know Nemo, and I also want to thank Nemo for doing, and the volunteers across St. Lucia who have been doing an exceptional job, putting themselves also at risk to try to bring some sort of assistance to our people. I know Nemo was doing the best that it could, and they're still working as hard as they can. But we understand that it's not just COVID, but it's a lot of the issues that we are facing now, we have been facing for a long time. So our job is not done. For personal hygiene products, this VAT exemption for a month, I just want to state on the record that I believe personal hygiene products, for example, sanitary napkins, tampons for our girls, for our women, should not get a VAT exemption for only a period of 1 month. Some of you may be aware, if you have been following closely, Scotland recently exempted VAT on all sanitary products for its people. This is not just for a period of 1 month, but this is on a consistent basis. And I know of some examples where some young girls have not been able to attend school because they cannot afford a sanitary napkin, and I think we need to do a better job in ending period poverty in St. Lucia. So I just wanted to state that I think the government needs to look into this a little further and ensure that we provide a little more assistance for our women and our girls out there. And I'm assuming the personal protective supplies may be related to COVID. I want to also echo the sentiments of Senator Oje, who expressed that there's a greater need for medical supplies and medical assistance to also to also be placed on this list. But I have a little concern with the latter part of the list, and whilst I did express that I believe that these may be well-intentioned, and I want to commend the people of St. Lucia who have taken a greater responsibility now to be more in tune with what's going on, to show their concerns, to really come out and express how they feel about mass borrowing, spending of their taxpayers' money, of their NIC funds. They're the ones who would say that for them at this critical time we need to do better in terms of prioritizing. And Madam President, it would be remiss of me if I didn't state that I do not believe that Christmas lights, which will be taken down in 2 weeks, Christmas decorations, which will be taken down in 2 weeks, when people don't even know how they are going to power those lights, because some of them cannot even pay their electricity bills. I do not think that this is a priority at this time. I think we need to go back to the drawing board and understand that we need to reassess the needs of the people, or go back there and find out exactly what it is that they are in need of, because the suffering and the pain that a lot of them have had to experience since COVID-19, it has not ended. It's not even close to ending. And whereas under normal circumstances this may well be very much appreciated, these people are still telling you that we need food, we need shelter. And as somebody who grew up under very vulnerable circumstances, I could tell you as a child, it would have been very important for me to know where my next meal would come from. It would have been very important for my parents to figure that out. And even if parts of the house was falling on us, this is the type of assistance that we needed. This is the type of assistance that people across St. Lucia are still in need of. Because as I mentioned earlier, a lot of these issues still exist, and it's not just through COVID. So whereas we want to bring some good holiday cheer, Madam President, I do not think that Christmas lights and Christmas decorations, as I said, which will be taken down in a matter of 2 weeks, will feed our people. And that takes me to the end of my presentation. Thank you.